Hello, ladies and gents. Melderon here. We just got a spot of news about 3 or 4 minutes ago. New dev Watercooler has been announced for World of Warcraft Classic that focuses on the demo. So I'm just going to go through it real quick with you guys. This is my first time reading it as well, and hopefully this will be interesting. Hello, World of Warcraft community. With BlizzCon 2018 getting closer every day, we wanted to give you an update on what you'll be experiencing at BlizzCon around WoW Classic. We've been hard at work on bringing the original Azeroth back to life, and we're excited that you'll be able to get your hands on the demo we're creating for the show, both at BlizzCon and at home with the virtual ticket. If you guys didn't know, if you buy the virtual ticket, you'll have access to the playable demo. You can download it at home. What to expect? From the beginning of this project, the team's mission has been to be as faithful as possible to the World of Warcraft as it existed back in 2005 and 2006, before Cataclysm altered the world as we know it. And we wanted to make sure the demo was built for the show was a clear reflection of that. The focus of the demo is an outdoor questing, and we've selected two iconic zones that most original WoW players will no doubt be familiar with. The Barrens, wow, the Barrens for the Horde and Westfall for the Alliance. So, wow, none of us thought that, guys. So this is non-starting zone stuff. You can step back in time and experience these zones as they were originally designed. You'll be able to search for Mankirk's wife, curse at ornery planestroiders for not having beaks, and make a group to kill Defias pillagers in Moonbrook. But that makes me wonder: are we able to go into Dead Mines or Wailing Caverns? You might even get to improvise a new rotation against the Harvest Golems in Farmer Saldian's farm, since in this era mechanical creatures may be immune to some of your abilities. We brought all of that back, and we're as excited about it as you are. Interesting. Because it is a demo, there'll be some limitations on the content. The Dead Mines and Wailing Cavern dungeons won't be available. Okay, that just answers that question. The only PvP will be dueling, and you won't be able to visit zones other than Westfall and the Barrens. We also typically limit the time our BlizzCon attendees can play a demo, and that will be the case for BlizzCon WoW Classic players at home. Wow. So they're going to limit how much we can actually explore. In order to maximize the number of people who can try out the demo, initially you'll be logged off after playing for a certain amount of time to give someone else a turn. That answers the questions about server stuff too. So this is probably going to just be some kind of mock server they just build up for the demo. We haven't determined exactly how long this time limit will be yet, but we're also planning some flexibility. So if we're able to relax the restriction and still get everyone who wants to play a great experience, then we'll do that. If you do find your session has ended before you've done anything you wanted to do, don't worry, your character will be there when you get back for your next session, and all progress will be saved. Okay. You'll start the demo at level 15. While we know that starting at level 1 holds a lot of nostalgia, you're also limited in what you can do when you're first starting off. That is true. Given the time constraints of a BlizzCon demo, we wanted to give players some freedom to explore and experiment with core systems like talents and professions, which are available at level 1, or which are unavailable at level 1. So we'll be able to see the full talent trees and put more than just one talent point. I wonder how high we'll be able to get. Oh, that's coming up. We also wanted you to be able to get a good sense of the original class played. At level 15, warriors have defensive stance, priests have psychic scream, hunters have their pet, and so on. So at this level, you really start to feel your class has some of the key tools that make the class distinct. Additionally, all characters will be capped at level 19. But you can create multiple characters, so you can try out as many different classes and races as you like. Okay, so that's how they're going to have all the races and classes available. So they're going to have, they're probably going to have every race and class available, within each faction as well, so you can actually look at racials, which is interesting as well. As we mentioned, so this is what's new. As we mentioned in our original Dev Watercooler blog we posted in June, we're building WoW Classic on the foundation of our modern code base. That means you'll be able to download the demo right through Blizzard's Battle.net desktop app, and use Battle.net chat integrated in-game to ask your friends to come check out the Barrens with you. You also find there's improved support for widescreen monitors, so instead of the world looking stretched and distorted in widescreen, it'll look like it did on your old 4x3 monitor, only bigger. That's interesting. All the current game's tools that help ensure World of Warcraft is welcoming and fair in a fair environment, such as right-click player reporting, will also be in the BlizzCon WoW Classic demo. Okay, so that's interesting. So they're going to have modifications to the UI. Cheat spots or other exploited behavior will also not be allowed, and the modern engine no longer permits some behaviors that could be used to get out of bounds. Okay, interesting. Support for 32-bit clients has also been removed. One of our core values is play nice, play fair, and we want to do everything we can to ensure a few bad apples don't ruin the experience for others, and that's welcomed. You also find that post-launch accessibility options such as colorblind mode are in the demo. Though we are working on it, we realize some words and images used in the current accessibility panel come from the modern game. So we replaced the modern icons with some classic icons and removed the term heirloom since it doesn't appear anywhere in classic WoW. Interesting. It's important to us that it's in situations like this we blend the old and the new in such a way that it looks and feels like the game you remember. So, guys, we're going to have a further analysis later. I just wanted to get this out as soon as possible if no one knows about it. So stay tuned for another Classic WoW discussion at some point. See you in November. We're really excited about the BlizzCon WoW Classic demo and hope you are too. But we definitely don't want to send the message that we're done because we're not. There's still lots of work left to do. There's still a lot of work left to do. And the BlizzCon demo is an important step in the process of bringing the original WoW back to life as authentically as we can. This is a great chance for you to see the direction we're heading and give us some early feedback. So be sure to leave your thoughts in the Classic section of the WoW forums. Thanks for playing, and we'll see you in Azeroth. Well, guys, this is some interesting news. Westfall and the Barrens, not what we thought it was, and also some implications that they're making some changes that are going to make it some easier for players to play. And they're going to remove anything from retail that may look too retail-y to make it look classic. That's a good sign. We'll talk about that later. And this last paragraph is kind of like, it's still far away, I think, but I don't know how far that really is, but I would take this last paragraph with a grain of salt. We don't know how far they really are. So, we were all wrong. We all thought it was going to be a starting zone. And they were right about the Defiance and the Quillbore, but they're going to start at level 15, and that does make a lot of sense for a lot of reasons. So, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. And, yeah, this is great news, so I'll see you guys soon.